Hello everyone, welcome back to Speed. In this video, we'll be solving traveling salesman problem of operation research. In the previous video, we have solved the assignment problem. So before watching this video, please go and check on that video because that video will help a lot in understanding traveling salesman problem. So if you have not seen the previous video, please go back and check it out. And if you are not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and support us. So let us begin with traveling salesman problem. So before starting with the problem, let us understand in simple what is traveling salesman problem. So it is a sequencing problem where a salesman travels from one city to other and finally reaches the city from where he started his journey. And our objective here is to reduce the total distance he traveled. So let us consider an example. So there is a package delivery guy, he has some packages. So he starts from his office and he has to, at the end of the day, he needs to reach his office back. So he needs to set his packages in a way such that he covers all of them in a one single distance. I mean one single path. So if he acts like going to 10 kilometer ahead and then coming back to 5, again going back 10 kilometers, so it will be a loss for him. So what he will do is, once he goes so far, he covers all the packages nearby, and then he goes to the other place, covers all the packages nearby, then finally he comes to his destination, which is the office. So same thing we'll be doing here. So we'll be seeing a problem related to it. A salesman stationed at a city A has to decide his tour plan to visit cities B, C, D, E and back to A. So here's a salesman, he is in city A and he needs to go to other cities and come back to city A. Order of his choice so that the total distance traveled is minimum. No sub-touring is permitted. So sub-touring is going and coming back. So this is not permitted. Or you can say that he is in A, he goes to B and again come back to A and he goes to C. So this is not allowed. So he needs to come back to A only after he visits all other cities. And he cannot travel from city A to A itself. So the distance between the cities is in kilometers, so it is given here. So here we need to make out the first difference between traveling salesman and the assignment problem. So here, as a person cannot travel from same city to same city, the distance at that point will be considered with some symbols. So while doing the calculation, this point is what we consider as infinite, or which we can say that it is the maximum of all others. So we represent that with the infinite. So these are the points where we consider them as infinite. So let us start with the problem. So here also same steps as the assignment problem, but here we need to consider this as infinite. So let me make them as infinite. Same steps, identify the smallest element and reduce that smallest element from all the other elements in the row. So if you have not watched the video on assignment problems, please go back and watch that video. Pause the video here, go back to that video, watch it completely and come back. So in this video we'll be using the same steps. So here we need to find the minimum element. So let me just mark this. So this will always be infinite, 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 infinite and infinite. So other than that, the minimum is 13. So 16 minus 13 is 3, 18 minus 13 5, 13 minus 13 0, 20 minus 13 7. In the second row, the minimum is 14. So 21 minus 14 7, 16 minus 14 2, 27 minus 14 is 6 7 13 and 14 minus 14 0. In this the minimum is 12, 12 minus 12 0, 14 minus 12 2, 15 minus 12 3, 21 minus 12 819, and here the minimum is 11. So 11 minus 11 0. 18 minus 11 is 7. 19 minus 11 8. 21 minus 11 10. Next, in the last row, minimum is 12. So same thing, 4 2 5 0. So here we have the row reduced matrix. Don't get confused with the matrix of maths. So that is, row matrix is different. So this row matrix is different. So here we are just using this for the naming purpose. So next we'll go for the step 2. So in step 2 we'll be performing the column reduction, same as row reduction, but here we'll be doing in the column. So here the source matrix which we are using is from the previous step, which is row reduced matrix. So here in the first column we have zeros, so 0 is the least. We can write the same, 7 0 0 4. Second column we don't have 0, so we need to check for the minimum, so which is 2. So reduce from 3, it is 1. Infinity will always be infinity. 2 minus 2 0. 7 minus 2 5. 2 minus 2 0. And then here also the minimum is 2. So let me just round off some 0, so you'll be confused. So here the 5 minus 2 is 3. 2 minus 2 0. Infinity. 8 minus 2 6. 5 minus 2 3. And then here the minimum is 0, so we'll just copy the same values, 13 3 infinity 0. In the last column also we have 0, so we'll copy the same, 7 0 9 10 infinity. So let me just cover this. So here we have the row reduced matrix, column reduced matrix, column reduced matrix. So in the next step we'll be going for the step 3, where we'll be doing the horizontal and vertical lines. So in step 3 we need to draw the minimum number of horizontal or vertical lines so that we can cover all the zeros. So here we can draw one vertical line like this, so it will cover 2 zeros, and then one more vertical line we can draw like this, and one more. Then if we draw one more line like this, we can see that all the zeros are covered, but here the number of lines drawn is not equals to matrix size. So if the number of lines is equals to matrix size, then we go for the step 4, or else we'll be going for step 3. So here we can see that n is not equals to small n, so step 3a. So what is step 3a? We'll see there. So in step 3, so we'll be modifying the table, so that in the modified table we may get number of lines drawn equals to the matrix size, so that we can move to step 4. So how we are going to modify the table? So let us look into it. So first we need to find the minimum element among the uncovered elements. So let us see which is the minimum among the uncovered. So minimum among the uncovered is infinity 9 11 6 3 infinity 10 7 4. So I guess the minimum among the uncovered is 3 itself. So let us make it as 3. So next step is deduct this element from other uncovered elements. So let us deduct this from other uncovered elements. So which is, So from 3 we need to remove 3, it will become 0 here. From 7 we need to remove 3, so here it will become 4. And then infinity will always be infinity. 9 minus 3 will become 6. 6 minus 3, 3. 10 minus 3, 7. 3 minus 3, 0, and infinity minus 3 will be infinity. So next thing we need to do is add the detected element, so which is 3 to horizontal and vertical line intersections. So here we need to see the intersection. So here we have the intersection at BA. So here we need to add this 3. So 7 is there. 7 plus 3, it will become 10. One more intersection is here, so it is infinity. So this will be infinity itself. Then we have, so this is 13. 13 3 will become 16. And there are no other intersections, so other values will be same. So infinity and infinity, so here it is 0 0 4 0 5 0, here it is 1, here it was 0, here also 0, and here also it was 0, and this here it was 3, and here it is 0. So we have assigned all the values. So here again we need to do the striking out part which we did in the previous step. So let us just do that. So here let me just cover this. All the zeros are covered. Next is, if I cover like this, 2 zeros are covered. Again, whatever I do, I think I need to draw 5 lines. So you can see that I need to draw 5 lines. So I can consider this matrix as the final matrix. So let me just remove the lines which I drawn, so that I can use this. So this is our final matrix. So we'll, from now on we'll be so let me just let me just keep the lines here itself, 1. So I'll do the new matrix there. So we have 5. So this is our final matrix. So we'll go for the step 4. So here in the step 4 we have the matrix which we had in the previous, so which gave us the number of lines equals to the size of the matrix. So here we need to do the assignment. So here the assignment such that from A it will go for other things, so again at the end it will come for A again. So let us see that if we go for A, so from A he can go for, at the minimum cost the salesman go to C or D at the minimum cost. So since they are both 0, so let us just think that he goes to D. So if he goes to D, and then from D again the minimum path is A only. So this is not the, what is that? This is not the efficient path, and it will create loop. So what we can do is, from A we can say that the traveling salesman goes to C. So from A he goes to C. So let me box this and strike this out. And then here now he is in C. So from C we need to see where he will go. So from C he cannot go to A because he is come from A. So just strike this out. Now the minimum path is he will go for B. So and we need to check that can again he goes to C. So for B also the minimum is C and E. So since he cannot go to C, he will goes to E. So let us make that from C he will goes to B. So from B also we know that he will go for E. So let me just box this out. Sorry. And then he will go for E. So now we need to see from E where he will go. So from E he will go for, so we can see that from E he cannot go to B because B is already covered. So just cross this out. He cannot go to C because C is also already covered. Cross this out. Then only way is left is he can go to either A or D. So if he goes to A, then it will be closed loop, so he will never reach city D. So he will go to D. So from E he will go to D, and here we can see that from D he will goes to E. So from D he goes to E. So this is our final path. So we can see that from A he went to C. So from A he had chances of going to C or D. So if he had gone to D, he would have next again gone to A. So that is not a path. So we have selected C. So from A to C he will go. Now we need to check here in the C. So C, the minimum paths are A or B. So again here if he goes to A, it is the closed path. So we will ignore this A and he will go for B. So now we need to check in the B row. So here in the B, the zeros are at C and E. So he cannot go to C because he already covered the C. So he will go to E. Now come to E row. So here B, C and D are zeros. So since he cannot go to B and C are already covered, he will go to D, and from D he will go to E. So now we have the path. So it is not like that it is always need to be 0. Thing is, you need to find the minimum value which he can cover. So we'll see the distance he covered. So let me just make a note of it, and we'll go for the next table, or else let me just copy the main table here itself. Let me just make a small note here. A to C, C to B, B to E, E to D, D to A. So here I have the table, the assignment table, which has the path A to C, C to B, B to E, E to D and D to A. So and below here this is the table from the question. So we need to find the total distance traveled. Total distance traveled. So this can also be asked as minimum distance traveled. So for now let us just keep the minimum distance traveled itself. So how we are going to calculate is from A to C, here it is given 18. So 18, then plus C to B, here it is given C to B, it is 14. Then again from B to E, it is 14, and then next is E to D. So E to D it is 12. So 12. Then D to A it is 11. So 11. So the total minimum distance traveled is 69, and as all are in kilometers, so this will also have the same unit, 69 kilometers. So the minimum distance traveled by the traveling salesman is 69 kilometers. So here we end the traveling salesman program. Let us see what we have done in the traveling salesman problem, not the program, sorry, problem. So here first we saw what is traveling salesman, and we saw a simple example, the package delivery guy. So next we have the question which we are going to solve in this problem, which we have solved this in problem in this video. So here we have 5 cities where the traveling person will move from one to one and he will reach the same A city again. He cannot go from A to A or any city to city. So all the values are in kilometers. So in the step 1, what we did is, initially we converted that m into infinity. I mean, we considered it as an infinity, and then we have deducted the smallest element in the row. So we got the row reduced matrix, where in the each row we found the smallest element and remove that smallest element from other elements. So finally we get the row reduced matrix. So in the next step we do the same thing in the column. So here the source matrix is the row reduced matrix. So here we find the minimum element along the column and we remove that element from other elements in the column. So we get the column reduced matrix. Then we'll use this column reduced matrix. We draw minimum number of horizontal and vertical lines to cover all the zeros. So here the number of lines drawn should be equals to matrix size. If the number of lines drawn is equal to maximum sign, then we'll go for the step 4, or else we'll go for the step 3. Since here it is lines drawn is 4 and the number of size of matrix is 5, we will be going for the step 3. In step 3, first we'll be finding the minimum among the uncovered. So here we got 3. Then we deduct this element from our other uncovered elements. So here we have done the same procedure. After that we'll add this minimum element at the cross sections. So here the cross sections are 7, infinity, 13. So we'll be adding them. So we get this matrix. On this matrix again we perform the step 3. So we'll be crossing the lines horizontal and vertical. So here we can see that we have 5 lines. So number of lines drawn is equals to the matrix size, and from here we can go for step 4. So in step 4 we'll be doing the assignment. So here also we can follow the procedure of assignment problem, but thing is we need to be careful so that we will not loop. I mean, like from A to C again we'll make sure that we will not go to A again. So here first we'll see A, it can go to C or D, but we are going to C. So from C we need to see C in the row of C. So from C he can go to A or B, but he cannot go to A, so he will be going to B. Now look into the B row. So from B he can go to C or D. Since C is already covered, cross it out, goes to E. And E he can go to B, C, D. B and C are already covered, so he will go for D, and from D he will go to A. So we got the path as A to C, C to B, B to E, E to D, and D to A. So in the next step we will be finding the minimum distance traveled. So these are nothing but the values in the path, and we will be adding them to get the minimum distance traveled. Minimum total distance traveled. So we can write this as minimum total distance traveled. Minimum total distance traveled. So here we complete the traveling salesman problem. So if you study well the traveling salesman and assignment problem, both are similar. At the last step there will be a slight difference. So these two are the short questions in all the exams. So thank you for watching this video. If you have not seen my previous videos, please do watch them. If you like this video, please do click on the like button. If you have not subscribed us, please do subscribe to us to support us. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.